Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Not injured or harmed. An assemblage of parts that is regarded as a single entity. How big is that part compared to the whole? Acting together as a single undiversified whole. Exhibiting or restored to vigorous good health. Whole in mind and body. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole is often used informally for wholly. A whole new idea. All of something including all its component elements or parts. Europe considered as a whole. Including all components without exception, being one unit or constituting the full amount or extent or duration, complete. Gave his whole attention. Of siblings, having the same parents. Whole brothers and sisters. Not injured or harmed. Free from danger or injury. Not injured or harmed. Not injured or harmed. An organization regarded as part of a larger social group. The coach said the offensive unit did a good job. Any division of quantity accepted as a standard of measurement or exchange. The dollar is the United States unit of currency. An assemblage of parts that is regarded as a single entity. The team as a unit. A single undivided natural thing occurring in the composition of something else. Units of nucleic acids. An individual or group or structure or other entity regarded as a structural or functional constituent of a whole. Reduced the number of units and installations. A single undivided whole. An idea is not a unit that can be moved from one brain to another. The state in which a substance has no tendency to flow under moderate stress, resists forces, such as compression, that tend to deform it, and retains a definite size and shape. Providing abundant nourishment. Good solid food. Of good quality and condition, solidly built. A solid foundation. Acting together as a single undiversified whole. A solid voting block. Of the same color throughout. Solid color. Meriting respect or esteem. Not soft or yielding to pressure. Solid ground. A three-dimensional shape. Characterized by good substantial quality. Solid comfort. Entirely of one substance with no holes inside. A solid block of wood. Financially sound. The bank is solid and will survive this attack. Having three dimensions. A cube as a solid figure with 6 sides. Impenetrable for the eye. Solid blackness. Matter that is solid at room temperature and pressure. Of a substantial character and not frivolous or superficial. Work of solid scholarship. Of definite shape and volume, firm, neither liquid nor gaseous. Ice is water in the solid state. Of one substance or character throughout. Solid gold. Uninterrupted in space, having no gaps or breaks. A solid line across the page. In complete agreement. A unanimous decision. Acting together as a single undiversified whole. Prolific United States writer, 1822 to 1909. To cause to do through pressure or necessity, by physical, moral or intellectual means. United States astronomer who discovered that sunspots are associated with strong magnetic fields, 1868 to 1938. A soldier of the American Revolution who was hanged as a spy by the British. His last words were supposed to have been, "I only regret that I have but one life to give for my country," 1755 to 1776. Draw slowly or heavily. Exhibiting or restored to vigorous good health. Hale and hearty. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. A totally new situation. Completely given to or absorbed by. Became all attention. Quantifier, used with either mass or count nouns to indicate the whole number or amount of or every one of a class. We sat up all night. Informal terms for nakedness. In the altogether. With everything considered, and neglecting details. Altogether, I'm sorry it happened. With everything included or counted. Altogether he earns close to $1 million. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. It was not altogether her fault. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. It was completely different from what we expected. So as to be complete, with everything necessary. He had filled out the form completely. Without any others being included or involved. Was entirely to blame. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. Entirely satisfied with the meal. Make right or correct. Correct in opinion or judgment. Time proved him right. Intended for the right hand. A right-hand glove. The piece of ground in the outfield on the catcher's right. Informal, very. Used informally as an intensifier. A right fine day. Exactly. Socially right or correct. It isn't right to leave the party without saying goodbye. Southern regional intensive, very, to a great degree. They have a right nice place. Anything in accord with principles of justice. He feels he is in the right. In an accurate manner. He guessed right. Those who support political or social or economic conservatism. Those who believe that things are better left unchanged. In accord with accepted standards of usage or procedure. What's the right word for this? Precisely accurate. Free from error, especially conforming to fact or truth. The right answer. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. She felt right at home. Make reparations or amends for. Right or wrongs done to the victims of the Holocaust. Appropriate for a condition or purpose or occasion or a person's character, needs. The right man for the job. Most suitable or right for a particular purpose. The right time to act. In the right manner, correctly, suitably. The hand that is on the right side of the body. He writes with his right hand but pitches with his left. In accordance with moral or social standards. That serves him right. An interjection expressing agreement. An abstract idea of that which is due to a person or governmental body by law or tradition or nature. Certain rights can never be granted to the government but must be kept in the hands of the people. A turn toward the side of the body that is on the south when the person is facing east. Take a right at the corner. Being or located on or directed toward the side of the body to the east when facing north. My right hand. Frequently plural, the interest possessed by law or custom in some intangible thing. Mineral rights. Having the axis perpendicular to the base. A right angle. In conformance with justice or law or morality. Do the right thing and confess. In or into a satisfactory condition. Things are right again now. Location near or direction toward the right side, i.e. the side to the south when a person or object faces east. He stood on the right. Of or belonging to the political or intellectual right. Of the side of cloth or clothing, facing or intended to face outward. The right side of the cloth showed the pattern. Put in or restore to an upright position. They righted the sailboat that had capsized. Regain an upright or proper position. The capsized boat righted again. Toward or on the right, also used figuratively. He looked right and left. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. A totally new situation. To a complete degree or to the full or entire extent, whole, is often used informally for wholly. He was wholly convinced. Not injured physically or mentally. Not diversified. Promoting health, healthful. A healthy diet. Large in amount or extent or degree. Exercising or showing good judgment. Healthy skepticism. Financially secure and functioning well. A healthy economy. Having or indicating good health in body or mind, free from infirmity or disease. A rosy, healthy baby. Not divided among or brought to bear on more than one object or objective. Undivided affection. Not parted by conflict of opinion. Presented an undivided front. Not separated into parts or shares, constituting an undivided unit. An undivided interest in the property. Not shared by or among others. Undivided responsibility. Complete. The full-length play. Representing or accommodating the entire length. A full-length portrait. Occupying an entire page in a book or paper. A full-page ad. Constituting the full quantity or extent, complete. An entire town devastated by an earthquake. Constituting the undiminished entirety, lacking nothing essential, especially not damaged. Was able to keep the collection entire during his lifetime. Uncastrated adult male horse. Used of domestic animals, sexually competent. An entire horse. Of leaves or petals, having a smooth edge, not broken up into teeth or lobes. Of a woman, having the hymen unbroken. She was intact, virginal. Constituting the undiminished entirety. Lacking nothing essential, especially not damaged. Fought to keep the union intact. Used of domestic animals, sexually competent. Undamaged in any way. The vase remained intact despite rough handling. Existing as an essential constituent or characteristic. Constituting the undiminished entirety. Lacking nothing essential, especially not damaged. A local motion keepeth bodies integral. The result of a mathematical integration, f, x, is the integral of f, x, if df, dx equals f, x. Of are denoted by an integer. Perennial northern temperate plant with toothed leaves and heads of small purplish-white flowers. Of time, constituting the full extent or duration. All the livelong day. Determine the sum of. The whole amount. Add up in number or quantity. Constituting the full quantity or extent, complete. A total failure. A quantity obtained by the addition of a group of numbers. Complete in extent or degree and in every particular. A total eclipse. Damage beyond the point of repair. My son totaled our new car. Increase in phase. The time when the moon is fully illuminated. The moon is at the full. To the greatest degree or extent, completely or entirely, full, in this sense is used as a combining form. Fully grown. Constituting the full quantity or extent, complete. Gave full attention. Having the normally expected amount. Gives full measure. Complete in extent or degree and in every particular. A full game. Having ample fabric. A full skirt. Filled to satisfaction with food or drink. A full stomach. Being at a peak or culminating point. Full summer. Beat for the purpose of cleaning and thickening. Full the cloth. Containing as much or as many as is possible or normal. A full glass. Make, a garment, fuller by pleating or gathering. Of sound, having marked deepness and body. Full tones. Without qualification. Used informally as, often pejorative, intensifiers. A complete coward. Perfect and complete in every respect, having all necessary qualities. A complete gentleman. Having come or been brought to a conclusion. The harvesting was complete. Highly skilled. A complete musician. Write all the required information onto a form. Complete a pass. Come or bring to a finish or an end. She completed the requirements for her master's degree. Complete or carry out. Bring to a whole, with all the necessary parts or elements. A child would complete the family. Having every necessary or normal part or component or step. A complete meal. A tangible and visible entity. An entity that can cast a shadow. The goal intended to be attained, and which is believed to be attainable. The sole object of her trip was to see her children. A tangible and visible entity. An entity that can cast a shadow. It was full of rackets, balls and other objects. Be averse to or express disapproval of. My wife objects to modern furniture. Computing. A discrete item that provides a description of virtually anything known to a computer. In object-oriented programming, objects include data and define its status, its methods of operation and how it interacts with other objects. Express or raise an objection or protest or criticism or express dissent. She never objected to the amount of work her boss charged her with. Grammar. A constituent that is acted upon. The object of the verb. The focus of cognitions or feelings. Objects of thought. The event that occurred at the beginning of something. The creation of something in the mind. An abstract or general idea inferred or derived from specific instances. The act of becoming pregnant. Fertilization of an ovum by a spermatozoan.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.